learning these preparatory subjects. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Yamada. I am from the Graduate School of Medicine. As introduced, Super Global is actually the framework, and so I am given one slot of class in that Graduate School of School. This is the title. This is a basic science of that the statistical medicine and what is happening and how much we have achieved. I would like to give some flavor of what we have been doing so far. So this is the title. This is actually the program in which we are located, SCU, Super Global. What is your aspiration? So you actually enter Kyoto University, you will get the degree, and that is actually based on the camphor tree. The logo is based on the camphor tree. But not only just graduation from this university, we would like to have dual logos. So that is actually regarded as a Kyoto University emblem, symbolizing graduation, and together with the other universities and partner university, the graduation certification. That is actually the dual degree project. So based on that framework, I have been designing this one. So actually the gene mapping and genetics and also the statistical analysis, statistics. So in order to understand that, you need to learn life science, medicine, and also the statistical. Some basic knowledge should be actually obtained. And large database is used, therefore that ICT and also that computational science is also to be understood to some extent. In addition, bioinformatics would be essential because that is an essential tool. Some knowledge is essential as well. And also the basic statistics and also mathematics are also needed. So from those departments, those students ought to have learned some of them. And so based on that actually assumption that they have learned, we actually give this course. For example, programming and also the genetics and also molecular and biology and computer science have been learned. But after graduation, does everybody have gotten a thorough knowledge? I don't think so. So interdisciplinary knowledge is important. My department in the graduate school, some know in genetic science, but hardly none in computer science. And molecular science, yes, but statistics and science, he hates it or she hates it. So those people come to my course. So the requirement is that they have to learn everything. They have to do everything about them. Then, genetic and statistics is studied. That is not realistic because some people know that programming, but not statistical science and the biological science, yes, but not statistics. So you have to start from the undergraduate level, and so the graduate school and core subject cannot be taught because of the lack of time. And we have to say, so you have to self-learn about this level of study, namely the graduate school study. So it's not good, is it? In order to have some breakthrough, these problems, and we actually, I designed it. I have come up some idea. So this is the MOOC contents and the MOOC course to be actually developed by participation of various parties, including the faculty. And so uploading and also the correction and adjustment and improvement, and then it will be completed. I have never seen that. It is still work in progress. But when the students actually see it, what they are going to see will be something like that. That's what I have been told. But I have never seen this, and I have never participated in the MOOC course. I don't know. And so please understand that instructors don't know everything, and maybe we have had very limited knowledge, but still MOOC is now being started and preparation is underway. So this is our reality. But we are committed to this new program. And so the molecular science, molecular biology, and so computer science, that is covered in week 1. And YouTube and the public facilities can be used. They can listen to that lecture, and I prepare tests, and they have to pass that test before coming to week 2. And there are various materials and academic materials which are linked and something like a text. So undergraduate studies might not be always in their mind. So self-learning can be used so that they can learn more. And computer science, if you are totally layperson, you can't come into this course. Therefore, to some extent, you should learn it so that a command can be managed to some extent. I know that the first hurdle is very high. Week 1's hurdle is high before moving on to week 2. Why should we do that? Because in this discipline, progress is really extremely high. So if you prepare something 1 week and 1 year later, it would not be usable anymore because the contents are to be developed every year, because of the rapid progress in this particular discipline and science. The another one, graduate school is a place where they can learn, and we have a large graduate school. So in the reality, and I have only limited number of students, so it is a face-to-face. And maybe 4 to 5 students every year. That is the size of my class. But then when I use MOOC facility, that course can be actually received by many people. Maybe 400, if it is 100 times larger than the real number of students today, and 10 times larger, it's 40. That is still meaningful, I suppose. So I believe that a large, high potential is still hidden. So by focusing on that hidden potential, I am making effort. And this is a website utilization for MOOC learning. So e-learning is one term, but it doesn't have to be OCW. Even if we don't use OCW, that can be done. This is normal classes and lectures and to the residential students, and by using the internet facility, I provide them with the subject matters and for the reporting and also the feedbacks given to the students. So this is interactive as well. So what is a true advantage of MOOC? It's not the e-learning feature. The true core value of MOOC lies in here. So this is a feature. So of course, it is rather complicated to construct MOOC. I have experienced it. When you give lectures, things are quite easy because you can actually see the students. And sometimes you keep silence and you ask questions of the student. You wait for a while. So it is actually the time gap between you and also students. So reality and also flexibility are all assured because you are in the face-to-face class. So that is in the other way the disadvantage of the MOOC facility because you are not in the face-to-face circumstances. I believe that there is a huge potential, but that disadvantage of MOOC cannot be dealt with. So we should focus on the unique feature advantage of MOOC, and that can be only realized by MOOC. The connection linkage between university and also ex-university people. So if those advantages can surface very clearly, we can feel rewarded, I'm sure. E-learning is already used, and I have got my own website in which e-learning is actually promoted. So I like this sort of function. I like this work, and so every year contents are changed. Therefore, we revise it. I revise it, and the video clips are prepared. I was not so used to video clipping, so I was really nervous. So once you make a failure, so I have to redo it again. So towards the end, and so on the video tape and engineers and said, "It's okay, don't worry." So when I was in the video clip, and I was nervous, and so I was feeling some constraint. But at the end of the day, what that does say is in the contents. So maybe the modification adjustment would be possible in the later years, in the later months. And actually, credit acquisition was mentioned by Dr. Pugh. So I was wondering how that credit can be actually facilitated. And so we need to make more effort so that the credit can be accommodated to the needs of the students as well. Thank you.